JEE Advanced 2025, Mathematics, Question 4. Let us visualize the diagonal matrix P and its eigenspaces. P equals diag 2, 2, 3. It has eigenvalue 2 with a two-dimensional eigenspace spanned by E1 and E2, and eigenvalue 3 with a one-dimensional eigenspace spanned by E3. We will keep this eigenspace diagram as reference. Here is the question. Consider the matrix P equals the diagonal matrix with entries 2, 2, 3. Let X transpose denote the transpose of a matrix X. Find the number of 3 by 3 invertible matrices Q with integer entries such that Q inverse equals Q transpose, and PQ equals QP. The key concepts here are orthogonal matrices and commuting matrices. Q inverse equals Q transpose means Q is an orthogonal matrix, so Q transpose Q equals the identity matrix I. PQ equals QP means Q commutes with P. When Q commutes with a diagonal matrix having distinct eigenvalues, Q must preserve each eigenspace of P. This means Q maps each eigenspace into itself. Step 1. Since P has eigenvalue 2 with multiplicity 2 and eigenvalue 3 with multiplicity 1, Q must have a block diagonal structure. The top left 2 by 2 block acts on the eigenspace of lambda equals 2, and the bottom right entry acts on the eigenspace of lambda equals 3. Step 2. For the third column, since Q is orthogonal with integer entries, and Q maps E3 to itself up to sign, Q33 equals plus or minus 1. That gives us two choices. Step 3. Now we count the 2 by 2 orthogonal matrices with integer entries. An orthogonal matrix has columns that are unit vectors and mutually perpendicular. With integer entries, each column must have entries from -1, 0, and 1, and the column must have norm 1. The possible 2 by 2 integer orthogonal matrices fall into two families. First, the diagonal type, plus or minus 1, 0, 0, plus or minus 1, giving 4 matrices. Second, the anti-diagonal type, 0, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 1, 0, giving another 4 matrices. That is 8 integer orthogonal matrices of size 2 by 2 in total. Step 4. The total number of matrices Q is the product of choices for the 2 by 2 block and the choices for Q33. That is 8 times 2 equals 16. The correct answer is option C, 16. G-tip: when a matrix commutes with a diagonal matrix, it must respect the eigenspace structure. For integer orthogonal matrices, the entries are restricted to -1, 0, and 1 because the columns must be unit vectors. Counting problems like this often reduce to a product of independent choices. Always decompose the problem into blocks corresponding to distinct eigenvalues. Like and subscribe for more JEE Advanced solutions at MAGPIEHUB.